What's up, guys? Hey, this is Christian Brindle with Six Figure Medicare Agent. Hope this video finds you doing well. And we're back with another video, but we're going to be talking about something a little bit different, maybe not quite so insurance related. Let's get into this. But before we do so, you guys, I want to quickly talk to you about my favorite telemarketing lead company, and that's Lead Heroes. Guys, if you're not using Lead Heroes in your business to create you high quality, qualified leads ahead of time, where one of their trained telemarketers is going to be speaking with somebody ahead of time to make sure that they're, number one, interested in talking to you so you don't waste your time, and number two, qualified to buy your product, most importantly. Lead Heroes has got you covered, guys. They do real-time leads. They do custom calling campaigns where you can pay one of their trained telemarketers by the hour to call for you and either schedule appointments, either over the phone or in person, or they can just send you leads. It's a custom campaign. That's the whole idea. Just because you watch this video today, guys, Lead Heroes is going to give you 10% off any order that you make on their website. The link is down in the description as well as the coupon code. Give them a shot. You won't be sorry. We use them all the time in our organization. Now, guys, we're going to be talking today about credit cards. This is a little bit of a different topic today, but wanted to kind of do a little bit of content here and there that kind of stretches outside of the insurance industry that can kind of just help a person in general. And that's going to be about credit cards, guys. How can you be using credit cards most effectively in your everyday life and maybe even your business in order to get free cash back? I myself am someone that gets thousands of dollars back, literally a year, in cashback rewards just for making purchases that I would have made anyway. I'm going to talk about the 6 credit cards that I actually own and use on a regular basis, and some I use more than others, and what you should look for in a credit card. A lot of this is going to depend on what you can qualify for, how high your credit score is, and using a credit card consistently and correctly can actually raise your credit score. I myself am maybe a few points away from 800, and it's driving me nuts. As soon as I crack 800 in terms of my credit score, I'll make a video and talk about how I got there and how I did it. But I'm not going to do it and tell them. But for now, we're going to be talking about credit cards. So, guys, credit cards come in a lot of different shapes and forms, right? I mean, some credit cards will charge you a yearly fee for you to be a part of their credit card or to be a customer of their credit card. Some credit cards might not charge you that fee. Some credit cards will give you rewards like travel benefits to where you can use them for points, in terms of being able to use them to get free airline travel or something along those lines. Some might just give you cash back. Some might give you a percentage of what you pay for cash back. So I've always been a bigger fan of the credit cards that give you percentage of what you buy cash back. So I'm going to run through my credit cards and talk about what I use them for, and we'll just talk about it. The first credit card I have is with a credit union here in Utah called America First Credit Union that I do a lot of my banking with. America First Credit Union, the credit card I have, has a 1.5% unlimited cash back benefit to where anytime I buy something, I'm going to get 1.5% back in terms of cash back. It used to be where they did it every quarter. Now they do it every month. I really, really like this card for a lot of different reasons. I like the bank primarily. And I just like the cash back. I probably get, gosh, guys, I mean, there's some months that I might get 15 to 20 bucks back. Some months I might get 50, 60 bucks back. I spend a lot of money on this just on our reoccurring bills. I try to run everything I can through there. Now, guys, it's really important if you're using credit cards to not carry a balance ever. I do not care what the situation is. Never carry a balance. Dave Ramsey, people like Dave Ramsey, they're going to tell you to never, ever use credit cards no matter what, because if you do, you're going to, be coerced into spending more and this and that and this and that and human psychology and blah, 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 blah. Guys, be adults. Have some self-freaking control. I have not carried a balance in a credit card for 4 years, right? Every single month, my credit cards are paid off, never pay a balance, never pay a penny of interest, ever. And I just reap the rewards of having the credit card. And so that's how you can use them to your advantage, guys. Don't buy anything that you wouldn't normally buy kind of thing, right? Like if you have to pay your electric bill, pay with a credit card, get some cash back with it. The second credit card I have is I have a Citi Unlimited 2% rewards card. So that card looks a little bit like this. It's a double cash rewards card. Okay, what that means is it pays an unlimited 2% cash back on everything. The way it works is it pays 1% when you make the purchase and another 1% once you pay off the balance. So for me, I get it almost instantaneous, and it pays out monthly cash back. So it's an unlimited 2%. It's a great card to have, and it doesn't have any yearly fee to it. Anybody can get it if you have a high enough credit score. It probably needs at least a 650 credit score to qualify for it. That's a great card to have. The third card that I carry on a consistent basis is, I won't show you the card number, but is my Costco City card. I'm a Costco member, right? I use it. It's purchased with my company. Christian Brindle Insurance Services purchases the Costco membership. Costco's got some great perks, right? They give you tremendous perks by getting gas at Costco. They give you tremendous perks by buying things inside of Costco. They give you great perks at getting gas at other places other than Costco, dining, all kinds of different things. This is a monster card. If there's anything that I don't like about it, that's the downside, is they only pay out their cash back bonus benefits one time per year. So you don't get it monthly like a lot of these other cards. That's the biggest downside, but one time a year I have something to look forward to with a decent, nice little check with Costco. If you just do your shopping there, it's going to help out. If you just get your gas, if you can, if it's not out of your way there, it's going to benefit you and put some extra money in your pocket every year. So that's card number 3, is my Costco card. Card number 4 for me is my Discover It card, a very, very popular card. So Discover It, what it does is it pays you essentially 1% cash back on all purchases, but every single quarter of the year, so every 3 months of the year, it's going to have one category that it pays you 5% back on that particular category, up to a certain amount. There is a limitation to it. But some quarters it might be grocery store visits, some quarters it might be restaurants, other quarters it might be gasoline, other quarters it might be online purchases like with Amazon, and it just kind of switches it up every quarter. It gives you something that you can use the card for, and it's kind of a chameleon in that regard. But even if you use it just for general purchases, it's going to be 1% cash back. What I loved about that card is the first year that I purchased the card, they matched all my cash back. So if I got 5% back on something, I got another 5% in the first year for that cash back. So I was really getting 10% back on the particular categories throughout the first year. That's a great, great card for beginners. And even if you're not a beginner, it's something that you can take advantage of. I run almost everything I can through a credit card. 99% of my purchases are ran through a credit card. And the only reason why I wouldn't run a purchase through a credit card is if the product or service I'm paying for won't let me. For example, like my life insurance that I pay for myself, for my daughter, it won't let me use a credit card, unfortunately. That's an example. There's a couple of other things like that. But I use almost everything through credit cards. That's credit card number 4, the Discover It card. Then I have an American Express business card for my company, for Christian Brindle Insurance Services. And this gives me great cash back and perks on my cell phone bill, buying things online. It's got some great perks just in general, and it's owned by my company. Then, last but not least, guys, I have the Uber credit card. And this is kind of cool because if you're ever doing Uber Eats or even doing an Uber ride, you get a very substantial percentage back. I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's like 4 or 5% back if you're doing an Uber ride. But it's also got some other great perks to it as well. What I don't like about this one is it's a points basis thing. So when you purchase something, you have to build up the points and you can't cash out unless you have a certain amount of points. I don't like it quite as much. It's a little bit quirky. It's not my favorite card to use, but it is one I have. And it also, when I first got on it, it had a $100 benefit to where if you spent a certain amount of money in the first 90 days or so, they gave you $100 back into your pocket. So guys, what should you look for in a credit card? Well, it depends on where you are in your credit building journey. It depends on, what your credit score is, what you can qualify for. But guys, you can get in trouble very quickly using credit cards. If you carry balances or you say, next month I'll pay it off, just never do it. Never do it. You have to have tremendous mental toughness and self-control to be able to use a credit card to your benefit. And I'll be honest, guys, probably a majority of the country's population cannot handle having a credit card. And if that's you and you have the self-awareness to know that, don't even bother getting a freaking credit card if you can't handle it. But if you can handle it, it's a nice way to get a little bit of extra money back in your pocket every single year. My credit limit on all my credit cards put together exceeds $80,000 on all 6 of my credit cards. I qualify for a lot because I make a lot of money, have a high credit score, and I never, ever carry a balance. This has helped me shoot from about 4 years ago, which I had a 650 credit score, up to a 795 credit score as we speak. As I make this video, I'll make a video revealing my secrets and other things that I've done to help build my credit once we hit an 800 credit score, which shouldn't be too much longer. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Those are my 6 credit cards I use. What credit cards do you use on a regular basis? I'd love to hear about it. Let me know in the description. Drop a like in this video if you enjoyed it, something a little different, and make sure to subscribe for future 6-figure Medicare agent content. Have a good one. Take care.